Hearing more about intermittent fasting, looking for a way to shed those extra pounds? Maybe you want to try intermittent fasting yourself, but not sure where to start or how to start? In this video, I'll be sharing my 7 tips in starting intermittent fasting based on my own experience. Just Effie here to make every day count. Join me in my journey as I get back on track to a more active, healthier, and intentional life. In case you're not sure what intermittent fasting is, it's a pattern of eating where you eat for a period of hours followed by another period of not eating. We naturally fast from the last bite of food or drink we take the night before to when we eat our first bite of food or caloric drink in the morning. You can do it multiple days in a row, skip a day. There's a lot of methods of fasting. To learn more about some short fasting methods, check out this video where I talk about some shorter fasts I've tried and my current intermittent fasting schedule. I'll leave a link above and in the description below. Now for this video, I'll focus on the 16-8 method, which is one of the most common intermittent fasting methods. We'll talk about starting the fast the night before and ending the fast the next day at noon. For this example, we'll use noon to 8 p.m. as the eating window. So basically, you're skipping breakfast. Of course, you can adjust the timing to what works best for your schedule. Now here are my 7 quick tips to help you ease into intermittent fasting and develop some healthy eating habits that even if you don't continue to intermittent fast, it'll be helpful in your daily life. So let's dive right in. The first is lowering your carb intake. Before I started intermittent fasting, I was following a low-carb, healthy-fat diet. This helped a lot in easing into intermittent fasting. But if you follow the standard American diet, you're likely eating a higher carb diet, but you don't have to go full low carb. Here's what you can do to ease into it. For example, if you drink a lot of sugary or high caloric drinks, such as energy drinks, fruit smoothies, high caloric sweetened coffee drinks, first lower the amount you're drinking over a number of days, really working to remove it entirely. Replace them with water, sparkling water, and even if you don't end up fasting, this is a good tip to follow. Another example is, for breakfast, start eating breakfast lower in carbohydrates. Skip the bagel, the toast, the muffin. Instead, opt for eggs and good quality bacon or avocado or even plain full-fat yogurt. For me, I started eating eggs for breakfast instead of eating oatmeal. I found that I didn't get that mid-morning snacky feeling. What foods do you eat for breakfast? Do you eat a lot of fruit, oatmeal, muffins? Leave a comment below. Love to hear how you normally break your fast. Lowering your carb intake in the morning will in general be good to help lower or stabilize your blood sugars in the morning. And it'll make it easier to do the second tip, which is try not to snack in between meals. If you tend to nibble all day long, cutting out snacking is a good idea. It'll give your body a chance to rest and not constantly be working to process your elevated blood sugar. But if you must eat, find a low-carb alternative, such as half an avocado or maybe a handful of nuts, but choose almonds, macadamia, or pecans before choosing cashews. Cashews tend to be higher in carbohydrates per serving. Now do these things for a week or so, and when you're ready to start, here's a few other tips. Number 3, don't overeat the night before. If you're skipping one meal in the morning, remind yourself it's only one meal and you can do it. So the night before, don't overeat. If you've been lowering your carb intake, then this should help. Don't feel like you have to compensate for that meal that you won't have in the morning. You may feel uncomfortable in the morning, but that's just your body and mind trying to reconcile what we've been conditioned to do, which is eat first thing in the morning. So don't overeat, and again, aim to lower your carb intake, so skip the dessert the night before. Number 4, extend your fast at your own pace. There's no rule that the first time you try it, you need to make it to 16 hours right away, so you can go slow. If you're not sure how to start, finish eating before 8 p.m. the night before and no snacking after dinner. If you normally eat breakfast before 8 a.m., try not to eat until 8 a.m. the following day. That right there is a 12-hour fast. Then the following morning, eat at 9 a.m., then the next day at 10 a.m., then 11. Then you're pretty much not eating breakfast, and by noon you're having lunch, and you've just done your first 16-hour fast. Number 5, be ready to break your fast. Make sure you have something healthy to break your fast. Maybe a salad or some chicken or fish, maybe a bit of avocado too. Choosing the right foods to break your fast is a good way to ease your body back to eating. Also, if you choose wisely, you can avoid snacking in between meals. So make sure to plan ahead. Pick up some healthy foods from the grocery store and have some good healthy options available. Some of the options I use are a handful of nuts, chicharron, pork rinds, maybe with some tuna or whitefish salad, or an avocado. If you're interested in learning more about how to break your fast, I'll soon be sharing a video on just that, and we'll leave a link above and in the description below. Number 6, drink your water. Most of us generally don't drink enough water during the day. Many times we reach for snacks because our body wants water and not really food. And when you fast and if you lower your carb intake, you'll be going to the bathroom a lot. So make sure you work on getting enough water. And when you wake, drink a full glass of water. If you feel like snacking, drink more water. In between meetings, drink again. Just got home from running an errand or your daily walk, drink more water. Find times in your day that make sense to build in this habit. Number 7, be kind to yourself. If you end up breaking your fast earlier, it's okay. Or if you choose to snack when you didn't plan to, that's okay too. Try again the next day. Your body needs time to adjust and so does your mind. Be kind to yourself. It's okay. Fasting gives our bodies an opportunity to tell us what it needs. I like to say that it reduces the noise. So make sure to listen and ask yourself, what is my body trying to tell me? For me, I learned to know when I was hungry versus distracting myself, and it has changed my whole relationship with food. I saw so many benefits for myself, and I share 5 reasons why intermittent fasts, and I'll leave a link above and in the description below. And one last thing, it's up to you how often you should do this. In the beginning, you have to do it enough to reap the benefits, but it's flexible enough that you can have a life. For me, I'm up to the point where I don't usually eat breakfast because I eat when I'm hungry. But does that mean I never eat breakfast? No. On occasion, I eat breakfast with my family or go to brunch because brunch food is pretty yummy and going to social gatherings is even better. But it's an exception. I do it once in a while, but for the most part, I skip breakfast. Now, I'll leave a set of videos here in case you want to learn more about intermittent fasting. Thanks for joining me on making this day count. See you in the next one.